We're grateful for you all. Happy Thanksgiving and the week of Thanksgiving. I hope you're having a fantastic week as you express gratitude. Really, gratitude should be something that's every single day. But did you know that there's science behind gratitude? Did you know that? That as we're more grateful, it actually starts to change our brain chemistry and we start to see the world differently. There's something called the reticular activating system in our brain, and we start to suddenly see more things. The more grateful we are, the more things that magically appear in our lives to make us grateful for it. Isn't that interesting? We find more things to be grateful for, the more grateful we are. So we encourage us all here at Oliabo to live with an attitude of gratitude. We've heard that before, but it's very real. So welcome everyone. And we're going to dive right into this because we got a power-packed call here. Let's go to our first slide, Gordon. We're at Oliabo. You might be listening for the first time. You might be here for the first time. First of all, grateful you're here. We're thankful that you've joined us. Thanks for being part of it. What is Oliabo? I'll tell you the name. Those who've been here before, you know where the name hails from, but it was kind of fun. It was all of us, including like Ashley and a group of us, and Brent, and we were all just kind of around. We're just brainstorming, and we created a brand name, and it stands for Olia, is Italian, the feminine version of oil. Happens to be Leah, happens to be Gordon's oldest daughter's name too, which I think is quite special, Gordon.
I think it's kind of, yeah.
It's quite special. Olia, and botanica is Italian for botanical, so Oliabo. And it's kind of cool that we have that as a trademark. It's wonderful. So if you're watching for this for the first time, that's where our name comes from. This is our flagship product here. It's called Prima. So where does this come from? Where does this idea come from? You know, I'm going to tell you my story, and this.
Give you a slide for that. How's that? You want to do Prima first?
Giddy up.
Okay.
And so I'll tell you my story and how, and we're all going to have our own unique story, okay? Everyone's going to have, and this is an important point that you're going to hear people tell their stories because we are a storytelling people. Gosh, Gordon, I heard that when we were kids growing up, but this is an industry that we're a storytelling people.
Yeah.
Kent, I see Kent Wood. Look at that handsome man, Kent Wood over there. Oh, good grief. We're going to hear from him in a second.
Is he wearing a blazer?
He's wearing a blazer.
Oh my gosh, he's putting one up at us
Making
tonight.
it serious.
There's mahogany desk and his leather-bound books behind him.
Story.
Do they call in the office?
Welcome to. So we're storytelling people. So my story is about this time last year. Actually, I was. Someone had sent. My wife had given me this freeze-dried mangosteen. It was really quite a kind of a neat thing, and I sent a picture to Gordon. I'm like, oh my gosh! And I had this idea. I had a few ideas, just nothing more than just some thoughts in my mind. I'm like, hey, big brother, I think I want to go and check some stuff out and research a few things. And Gord's like, hold that thought, little brother. Come here to the house.
So you were going to go to Bali, though. There was like an ingredient the early night of Bali.
It's all over the place.
And which is amazing because Southeast Asia has lots of botanicals. Yeah. But I was like, funny thing, in mom's, in mom's hood growing up, there was,
Yeah. And I'm like, Gord, for real? So I go to his house because he's about an hour from my house. And we sat down and he tells us the story. And you see this story online. If you're wondering, what is your website? It's oliabo.com. Great. Thank you, Curtis. You secured that for us. Oliabo.com. Just go there. You'll see the story. You'll actually see a little bit about the fact that our mother is Italian. She was born and raised in Treviso, Italy, just north of Venice there. In fact, we have still a lot of family. And in fact, our cousin helped make the website and very involved in our business. And he told me this story about all the olive tree derived extracts and products that can come from this. And he started to tell me this story. I sat back and I thought, oh my gosh, right before our eyes, this is the oldest health and wellness story in the history of humankind, and it's never been properly told. Now, you might know, you line up 100 people on a street. I don't care. Choose the city, wherever you want. Will they know about extra virgin olive oil? Yeah, I know about olive oil. I probably don't even have it on my counter. Then I ask them, do you know about the extract from the leaf? It's called oloripine. And they'll be like, what? And then you say, well, did you know, and this is all on the website, by the way, scroll through. Did you know that there's an extract from the fruit of the olive? I didn't even know it was a fruit. Exactly. Okay, so did you know that that fruit has an extract called verbascoside, and these two have incredible antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties to it. And it's good for gut health, and it's good for the immune system, and it's good for brain health, and it's good for and just start going through the list. I'm like, I know, I didn't know that. And did you know it's good for the skin? No, I didn't know that. And then that's where our story comes in. And when I heard this, I realized we needed to tell this. We need to scream it from the rooftops. And that's what we do so well in this industry. We scream it from the rooftops. And so what you're seeing here is Prima. This is our flagship product. Has two what's called high phenolic extra virgin olive oil gel caps. Now there's olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, there's high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. This is what's in that category of high phenolic. And that means it's just really got high phenolic. That's what that means, high phenolic. The phenolic count is really high. And it's infused with rosemary. Why? Because our mother cooked with rosemary. This was a very important part of our life growing up. And in fact, I was on with Tommy Johnson. We were on a call with someone, and they said, "Oh my gosh, I remember your mother gave me some rosemary when I wasn't feeling well on a plane. And when I landed, I was feeling better." It was kind of cool. It was a cool story. You're going to see a couple other capsules there. There's one that we created this word called olivectin, and it's just our own made up word. And we're trademarked that as well. And that's a proprietary blend of the leaf extract and the fruit extract that's in there. Powerful, powerful stuff. And then you just see a red capsule. We call it the Rosa. I know that's really, really unique. Rosa, red in Italian. And that contains grapeseed extract and lycopene extract. Lycopene from tomato. My mother cooked from tomatoes every single day of our lives. It's a very big part of a Mediterranean diet. Grapes are a big part of the Mediterranean diet. We're going after that Mediterranean secret, I'm telling you. And olives is right at the top of it. And it's like the king. It's like the king of what they have to offer in the Mediterranean diet. And we're blessed to bring this to market. This is our story in a nutshell, of course. And then, of course, as soon as we started telling the story, we realized everyone's rushing out trying to get extra virgin olive oil. And what you learn in this story, and what Gort told me that day back about a year ago, is I realized, you know what? It's not everything is what you think it is on the shelves. In fact, as much as 70 to 80% of olive oil is not even real extra virgin olive oil.
Or at least 100%, right? That's
at least 100%. Yeah. Like they cut it with other seed oils and whatnot. And so we've secured this amazing extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed from Italy, and we're thrilled to be able to bring this to market as well. So this is our story. And here we are,